Of all of the different ripple effects from Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Dan Howley has been looking into one that I would not have expected, which is how it's going to hit Jersey Shore labor over this summer. Dan, please explain.
Yeah, so essentially what we're seeing, Julie, is these kind of student visas that we would normally get during the summer months for Jersey Shore towns aren't going to be able to be processed for Ukrainian and Russian students. And so what happens generally for those who aren't from the area or haven't been there is during the summer months, the Jersey Shore becomes kind of a resort town, up and down the state for people from Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, obviously, Pennsylvania. And so they staff these boardwalks and amusements and attractions with students who use J1 visas that allows them to work during summer, lets them experience some of the U.S. culture. Some of them will go on trips outside of doing just work, and they'll staff booths for things like carnival games or rides, things along those lines. But this year, because of the conflict, we're not going to see as many students, obviously, coming from not just Ukraine and Russia, but Eastern Europe in general. And that's going to have a ripple effect for these different companies that staff these areas of the shore. We're thinking about, Seaside Heights, obviously made famous by the Jersey Shore. We're talking about areas like the Wildwoods, things like Belmar and Point Pleasant, big towns as far as the Jersey Shore attractions go that aren't going to be able to take that labor. And so it's more of a double whammy, though, because in addition to what's happening in Ukraine, they also were hit because of COVID restrictions for 2 years. So they weren't able to bring in as many people, obviously, because of travel restrictions from Europe. So they had to staff up as much as they could. And some people that I spoke to said, look, we're just looking for warm bodies to fill spots because we don't have them at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and even last summer on the Jersey Shore, there were labor shortages that caused restaurants to cut back their hours and such. I speak anecdotally here, but I was hearing reports of that from elsewhere. So looks like this summer's going to potentially be even worse. Dan Howley, thank you so much. Appreciate it.